Hello, fifth grade. Excuse me. We have just come off a pretty big unit of talking about all the different kinds of context clues that we run into when we are reading. There's a reason that I decided this was the time to do this unit. You're about to have your ELA check-in. And during that check-in, I can't help you with words. I can't tell you what words mean. I can't do anything other than say, do your best. So I needed to make sure that you had the tools you needed to be able to figure out some of those words that you may come across in your check-in or your benchmark that might give you a hard time. Now that I've taught you those strategies, your job is to use them. Please. The most important thing you can ask yourself when you're reading and you are encountering words that you're not familiar with, when you reach the end of a sentence that has one of those words, you need to ask yourself, did that make sense? And if it did, fabulous. And if it didn't, please go back and read it again and try to find a new word to go where your mystery word goes. Look for clues all around. Look for synonyms, look for antonyms, look for outright definitions, look for examples. Think about the inferences you can make by looking at all the text around those words. I don't think it's enough to give you those strategies and let you practice with them once. I just don't, because these are strategies you're going to use the rest of your life. I use them every day as a reader when I come across words that I'm not sure about. I don't even really have to think about it much anymore, and that's what I want for you. I want you to it just to be an automatic reaction for you, to be able to pick a word apart or to look for a synonym for that word within the sentence. So this week we're going to do something called the Tumultuously Terrific Travel Trek. I didn't name it. I do like that it uses alliteration there, which we're going to be talking about soon. We are going to go on a trip, Corona style, which means we're not really going anywhere. But every day we're going to be going to a different country and doing things in that country that require us to use our context clues to make sense of what is happening. But before we can go anywhere, we have to leave here. Let me show you what I mean. Let me do this and this. The assignment today is called Farewell, America. We have to leave. Okay. You'll still type your first and last name here. Now, it no longer says that capital letters are important. Is that because capital letters are not important? No, for heaven's sake, they're important. But I also feel like after 3 weeks of reminding you that they're important, maybe I don't have to remind you anymore. You always need to type your name with the correct capital letters. Period. So this is Farewell to America. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger so we can see everything. It says, are you ready to embark on a magical journey around the globe? As you are headed off on this great adventure, your friends and family left a few notes for you. Read the notes they wrote and determine the meaning of some unknown words. Now let me go ahead and say this. You've probably heard all of these words before. Some of these words can mean different things, and so your job is to figure out what it means in the notes that your people left for you. Okay, so here's the note from a friend. You'll need to read this. We've underlined the words for you so you know what words we're going to be asking you about in the questions. And then the questions are here. So all 3 of these questions have to do with this note from your friend. When you're done answering questions about this note from your friend, you'll have to click next to go to the next section. And it's not going to let me. Hang on. I went back and chose wrong answers. I'm going to click next. It'll take me to the next section. Here I can see my note from my mom. It's got to be to me. It says, to my marvelous child. And you have 3 questions about that note. When you're done with that section, you can go to the next section and there's a note from your BFF. And there's 4 questions about that note. If you ever want to go back, there's a back button at the end of each section. You can click next, but it won't let you go to the next one until you've answered all the questions. And then at the very last section, you can hit submit. Okay. Here's what I want to ask you to do. When it asks you about a word here, go back into the text, find the word, and read the sentence. Then look at the answer choices. Take this word out, put this word in, see if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please don't choose it. Okay? Thank you. If you have any questions today, I'm right here. Email me and I will get right back with you. And this is supposed, listen carefully. This is supposed to be an easy way to bring your grade up this week. This should be an easy 100. If you rush, you are going to make careless mistakes and you are going to ruin your opportunity for an easy 100. Don't do that. Everybody needs to slow down on these assignments and on Bellringer. Bellringers are killing some of you because you're just rushing through. Stop it. Please slow down. Thank you.